Oh, let me tell you what happened to me today. It was so funny. I was at the station. So I was commuting, yeah. I was at the station and this woman, she's staring at me, yeah, and I'm like, what's up with that? You know, I'm walking along, minding my own business, you know, like I do. You know, and she's staring at me. And it's like, I look back and she's still staring at me. So I turned round in the end and I said to her, excuse me. And she says, yeah. I says, are you following me? And she says, what? I said, are you following me? She said, no, I'm not following you. Sorry, I'm just reading my message. Anyway, so she said, no, I'm not following you. So I says to her, you're not following me? And she says, no, I'm not flipping following you. I said, you're not following me? She said, no, I'm not flipping following you. Even louder. You know, this time people are, you know, looking. So listen, you know, I heard the best bit yet. So I said to her, I looks at her, stopped her right in the tracks. Pardon the pun, because you know we're at the station. So anyway, I said to her, why not? So she looks at me, and this time she's stationary. Pardon the pun. But anyway, just can't help it. So yeah, she said, why not? She said, what are you on about? In a right broad Yorkshire accent. So I said, do you know who I am? She said, no. I mean, imagine. She said, no. She actually said to me, no, she doesn't know who I am. So I said, I'm Makeda Essie. She said, Makeda what? You know, I said, Makeda Essie, E-S-I. Makeda Essie, M-A-K-E-D-A, Essie, E-S-I. She said, and who are you? Who am I? I said, me. I said, I'm the rubbish artist. She went, oh my gosh, are you a rubbish artist? I said, yeah. She said, oh my gosh, do you make things out of rubbish? I said, yeah. I make things out of clean packaging, recycled materials. I said, so if you're not following me, I said, you need to be following me. So the question I want to ask today is, are you following me? And if you're not following me, why not? So, do you want to know where you can follow me? You can follow me on here. You can follow me on Facebook, Rubbish Art on Facebook, and you can also follow me on TikTok, Rubbish Art by Makeda Essie, and I have a Rubbish Art gallery on Facebook called the Rubbish Art Gallery, and also the Rubbish Art Gallery on Instagram. I hope you got that. So yeah, follow me on TikTok. I need all those follows.